All right, we're now 48 hours and change away from Super Bowl 54, and though the Chiefs won't play the Niners until Sunday, plenty going on in Miami, of course, this morning. We got Fox's Ray Bogan live in South Beach with more. Morning, Ray.
Hey Dave, how you doing? It's beautiful down here. The excitement is all over the place, and let me tell you something. Today they're shutting down Ocean Drive, so now you can just walk all up and down the street, go to the restaurants, maybe go salsa dancing at Mango's. It's a lot of fun.
Seems pretty impressive. I heard some people with the league throughout the week as I've been watching the coverage say that, you know, Miami knows how to do a Super Bowl probably about as well as anyone. They've hosted more Super Bowls than anyone.
That's exactly right. So they were saying how Miami just keeps giving them a reason to come back, which is why on Sunday it will be the 11th Super Bowl that Miami is hosting. And consider all that goes into this. I mean, they plan the security a year and a half ahead of time. The airport has to get ready for the 100,000 customers that are going to be flying in. So there's a lot that goes into it.
Of course, one of the big things going into it is all the security precautions. We've talked to you some this week already about the security and keeping that whole wide area in South Florida safe. But it is amazing everything that's going on, things that people can see and things happening behind the scenes.
Exactly right. So one of the things that's really cool is when you come down here, you'd expect maybe to see a lot of Chiefs and 49ers jerseys. And there are. But I think one of the most interesting things is seeing how just about every single team in the NFL is represented. I mean, if I stand here and just start to look around, you can see Dolphins, Giants, Patriots, Cardinals. I mean, all these teams are here, and these people have come from all over the country. And, of course, the other thing that I find really interesting is that when you see two people sitting down next to each other, I can't tell you how many times I've seen Chiefs and 49ers fans enjoying each other and hanging out.
That is interesting. Of course, this is, I think, a really closely contested toss-up Super Bowl, and it's pregame, so they both probably feel confident enough going in to be kind of magnanimous with the other ones. Real quick, Ray, before I let you go, I wanted to touch up with you on some of this fake merchandise that we see at the Super Bowl every year. Police really cracking down on people who are trying to sell that.
Really cracking down. So over the last year during Operation Team Player, law enforcement has seized more than $120 million worth of fake merchandise. A lot of that coming in through the ports of entry in very large shipments from China and Hong Kong. But the other thing you need to remember, though, is the tickets. I was on Ticketmaster this morning. The least expensive ticket was $4,950. So you got to make sure you're buying your ticket from a reputable dealer like Ticketmaster or StubHub. And keep in mind here, if you have a fake ticket, you're obviously not going to get in the game. But even if you were to buy a real ticket from somebody on the street and the original owner of that ticket has reported it lost or stolen, the NFL will know that, and when you get to the gate, they will not let you in.
Oh, man, that would be a heartbreak on more than one level. If you had someone who actually had their ticket stolen and then someone didn't know better.
Can you imagine spending that much money? You can't get in.
A lot of broken hearts in Miami that have absolutely nothing to do with anything the Chiefs or 49ers do, I guess, on game day. Ray Bogan, we appreciate it.
They say it happens every year.
Yeah, I bet it does. I bet it does. Thanks, Ray. Appreciate it. Have fun out there.
Thanks, Dave.